So why read the rest? But literally, I wrote that book in a weekend because I was so upset. People don't understand how to look through it, but the same thing happens in a Google search, and the same thing happens in research. And Western medicine is now really based on the standard of practice and evidence-based medicine. So in the doctoral program that I teach, we have to always look to the research. And I teach them how to understand whether or not it's valid research. And it usually isn't. And so understanding when you would use something, why you would use it is as important, if not more important, than how to use it. And that's really what I do when I do my Zoom calls, is I really have found the number one thing that I do is they come, they have something, and because I've used a lot of tools for a long time, I tell them which tool is the best tool to get out of the toolbox. So Western medicine's a hammer. Is that a bad thing? Are you going to use a hammer all the time out of your toolbox? Absolutely. Are you going to hang glass with a hammer? Best not to, right? Yeah, or you might want to use some tape, duct tape. No. So, but when hammer is the only tool in your toolbox, guess what? Everything's going to look like a nail. So, oh yeah, my disclaimer. This is for educational purposes only. Okay, so we want to understand these tools, and so I'm going to go through some of them, and I've lumped some of them together. When in my practice, like in Nevada, I can't use the word chiropractic as a veterinarian, only chiropractors can. So I use spinal manipulation, but I actually have 5 different modalities I use. So I really just say whatever my hands are going to do. So we're going to look at different modalities. And again, backing this up with research, understanding that not all modalities are backed up. Not all ideas on the internet are backed up. So do some deep dives, dig deeper to really go, is this what's right for my pet? Energy medicine, can it work? There is, you'll see I have a picture of the book. There's a whole book that actually is the scientific proof that energy medicine works. And earlier, when you guys were here on Monday, I talked about that entangled mind. Influence in quantum field, honest to God, is probably the best way to influence everything else in the manifestation of this projection of a 3-dimensional costume. And so most people want to start kind of from the top of the pyramid down, but really the base of this toolbox is nutrition and energy medicine. And do we want to look at a biochemical model or a quantum model? So with traditional East Asian medicine herbs, we can use a biochemical model. They have pharmacological influence, very well documented, very well researched. But acupuncture has come under scrutiny because in the research, sham acupuncture still works. And so they're like, you know, so then if you look at that from a research model, it means it doesn't work. That's not true because we're influencing the quantum field. And so now that quantum biology has come out, there is some research that we're finally using the right method to test the acupuncture meridians. And we're finding a profound effect because it's a quantum effect, an energy effect. It is not a biochemical effect. So when you're looking through research, make sure the method itself fits the medicine. So if somebody did a biochemical research project on Reiki, there may not have been a change, right? But let's say you do live blood analysis, you see some of the things that she's shown, okay? Obviously asking the patient is helpful, but it's not good research as far as how research is mandated to behave, placebo, double blind, etc. And we can fit those models. Right now, I have a student who I adore, and I was teaching biology, and I said, there's research showing that plants can feel. And he's like, can we do acupuncture on plants? I said, yeah. Have I done it before? No, but we can. And so we actually have a research project going where one of the plants gets acupuncture, the other one doesn't. And the one that's getting acupuncture is thriving more. And I said the research, we probably won't publish this, but maybe we will. But we're taking pictures to show the difference. So the acupuncture is making difference in plant. Does a plant have a meridian? Of course, any biological system has a meridian because a biological system has a yin aspect, the matter aspect, the biochemical aspect, but it also has the yang aspect, the consciousness, the quantum field. So we have to treat both. So Western medicine is also known as allopathy, and it is defined as the treatment of disease by conventional means with drugs having the opposite effects to the symptoms. So this is what you have to understand. You have a pathology here. So it creates a pathology here to try to create